Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Monday, the 17th of July. With Robert Murray McShane, we're working our way through the book of Acts. Yesterday we read chapter 3, where Peter and John go to the temple and heal a crippled man, and he goes into the temple walking and leaping and praising God. There's a great hubbub, and the authorities step in. They arrest Peter and John and bring them before the Sanhedrin, who then question them about what is going on. And Peter boldly says it's because of Jesus. It's in the name of Jesus that this man has been healed, and you see him here. Reading from verse 13, when they saw the courage of Peter and John and realized that they were unschooled ordinary men, they were astonished, and they took note that these men had been with Jesus. But since they could see the man who had been healed standing there with them, there was nothing they could say. So they confer together and end up saying to Peter and John, you may not preach in the name of Jesus again. And as I read that, I thought, here is this man who's been crippled, and everybody knows he's been crippled. He's now standing in front of them. They can see him, and he's fine. And Peter and John say, no, it wasn't us. It was Jesus, the name of Jesus that did this. And the Pharisees don't stop and question and look at this and say, what's going on? Maybe there's more to this Jesus than we thought. Maybe there was something we missed. We need to interrogate this further. But they don't. They just say, no, you're not allowed to preach in his name. The very name that made the man stand in front of them, you're not allowed to speak in his name. It doesn't make sense to me. And it just reminds me time and again that people don't always work sensibly. There are so many things which seem like common sense to people, or certainly to me, and people miss it. It would seem to me so clearly logical that with Jesus having healed the man, they would have a different approach, but they didn't. They didn't change. They kept doing what they had been doing, maintained their position despite the evidence that they had in front of them, and just clung on. And so we mustn't be surprised when people continue to do that, despite the evidence, despite the testimony, despite what they see. They will often cling on to their positions and ignore Jesus and try and silence him. And all we can do is pray for them, that the Spirit would break through and open their eyes, open their ears, open their hearts, open their minds, that they could catch a glimpse of the reality. So be encouraged to pray for those who don't know about Jesus or refuse to know about Jesus. And we trust that God's Spirit will do the rest. Be blessed.